Hey everyone, welcome to Hunter S Kobold Part 2. We are a small, ugly creature in search of the American dream, and we're following Nemlex, so with a little bit of luck, we might just find the right path. It's all in the cards, he says. So in the last one, we set a bit of a cracking pace actually. We've ended up on D8 after just one episode, which is maybe a record for me in these videos. We found Lair already. We're not going to head in just yet though, because at D8 I feel like that's a little bit early. I'd like to go, usually I'd clear about D10 and we'll see how we're going. If the dungeon starts to get a bit too scary, we can come back and then just go into Lair. We've got poison resist already, which is pretty handy for Lair. So it probably wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but you could get some quite scary things in there. You get big packs of blink frogs, packs of death yaks, things like that. Alright, so we got a plain deck of escape. The thing about the deck of escape is that you need to be a bit wary about using it as an escape. So what do you mean by that? Let's read the scroll. Enchant weapon. We'll throw it on our hand crossbow. The arbalest is the bigger weapon, but we're probably going to be using the hand crossbow for a little bit longer yet. So decks of escape. Some of them can be a bit crazy. And also, they're not like necessarily, say heal wounds potions or something, where you're about to die and then you read one and it gives you, say a bunch of HP or something. You're better off to use them when you recognize the situation's getting bad. And ideally, I try not to use them at all until one of our abilities you can get as you get higher piety is you get the ability to stack a deck. So you can actually choose which cards are on the top. Another thing you can do is you can use ID scrolls on your decks of cards. I'm not going to do that right now, and especially not on a plain deck of escape. But once you start getting the ornate ones, you can do that. And so you actually know what you're going to get, and then you can reliably try to use it as an escape. We're IDing this ring mail. +6 ring mail, strength +3, seat invis. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy upgrade. We go from 9 AC to 15. Wow, okay. Alright. So that was a huge upgrade. Let's grab the scroll of vulnerability as well. Can be useful with scrolls of fear and loathing. We've got a whole bunch of unexplored territory around us, and these howler monkeys are making, or they will make, a lot of noise. So I'm going to start heading back to the stairs, just in case anything comes. And I'll wait. Well, it's just a skeleton. Okay, not that exciting. Alright, this character's looking good with that. Oh, Erica. That's scary. Do we have... So we don't have potions of curing that we're aware of. If we XV her, she has a 56% chance to confuse us. Alright, so we're going to need to do something. Let's go an ornate deck of summoning. Alright, that should quite easily just kill her. Meanwhile, we'll shoot the orc. Yeah, okay, that was a really good roll. There's like no way that Erica beats probably the Molten Gargoyle or the Catopolis just in one-on-one battle. I'm going to pick up that Scimitar of Flaming. That's a pretty good long blade. Also pretty good against Hydras if we really need to melee them for some reason. Because it cuts off heads. Scroll of ID. Let's go the 5 potions. Talking about curing. Yeah, there it is. So we found it. Scroll of random uselessness. That was a staff. I can't see us using magic anytime soon, so I'm just gonna leave that. Troll. know if we can. Well, apparently we can. We have 15 AC, so and 18 AV, so our defenses are really high for this point in the game. Otherwise, a troller armor would be a really good armor for being on D9. It's moderately light, so it gives you decent protection with a bit of evade, but then also the extra HP regen. It's pretty good. But yes, does not come anywhere near our +6 artifact armor. As Grom. Not so scary on his own. It was a little bit scary, actually. And that was just with a plain sling, plain spear. Sorry. He can have glaives and that sort of a thing. But yeah, his main danger is when he just sits behind his wolf pack and then hits you with the polearm. Ugh. If I had an emulation, no, I wouldn't. Let's X that out though. That was a interesting welcome to D10. More bolts. See, another 25. The American Dream in action. Okay, glowing scarf. We've currently got a +1 cloak. Let's see what this is. Oh, wow, okay. It's a scarf of resistance, so we're losing 2 AC over the cloak, because it's 1 base, and then the scarf's always +0. But we're getting a point of RF and a point of RC. I think that's easily worth it. There aren't going to be too many cloaks that will be better than a scarf of resistance. More enchant armor. Got 3 of those. That's pretty handy. We're in a pretty strong position though. I'm not worried about enchanting my, say, helmet or something like that. Yeah, that's the only thing I could enchant actually. Man, we're so unlucky. We never found boots or gloves. Man, it's RNG. If you couldn't tell, we've been extraordinarily lucky so far. Two-headed ogre. I can start shooting him. Okay. That last one was a mistake. Alright, let's do a deck of summoning. Alright. Our trident, well, okay, I was going to say it might not kill him, but it will at least make a gap. And with the gap, we could definitely then crossbow him down. But the trident actually won. Hold on. Wand of random effects, I don't really want that. I have a wand of digging, don't I? I have 2 of them. That's probably the next thing I want to ID when I find one. And hey, boots! Wow. I'm so lucky. But we still don't have any gloves, that's just crap. I'm gonna drop this other armor. I can't see that being better. This is a really big kobold pack. I don't want to fight them at the same time as the priest though. He's gonna sit back there and smite me the whole time. Invocations to 7. Sweet. Go down again. Another troll. I'm just taking this slowly because as strong as I am, trolls can do a lot of damage. And I'm actually going to pick up this curare as well. If I ever find a blowgun, they'll be very strong. I suspect the entrance to the orcish mines is somewhere around here, because these are a lot of orcs. The orc entrance can be between D9 and D12. Take these bees up one at a time. Even with our poison and a decent amount of AC, a whole lot of bees at once is still always dangerous, especially with their EV, so they're hard to hit. So if you get 4 of them hitting you, it's going to take you a long time to kill them all. This gargoyle's a bit scary. If I XV him, he hits quite hard, but his stone arrows Yeah, and he has natural AC. So you see, I just shot him 3 times, but I did no damage. 4 times no damage. So how are we killing this? We can try a plain deck of destruction. See if that... Alright, well that did it. It made the storm, which made... Oh no, did he get shafted? Where'd it go? I don't know, it doesn't say. The Orb of Energy, that was our last card. Did he just get blown away to our left? He did, okay, so it blew him away. I should switch with my my air elemental. It can go fight him. Okay, good. He also didn't want to walk on the lightning tiles, or the storm tiles, because he could get hit by lightning. Which is interesting, because as a gargoyle he's Aralek. But I guess it would still hurt. What does Aralek do anyway? It's a good question. Kaowen's Ghost. He is a Hillock fighter. X for him. Can hit for up to 29 damage. Alright, maybe we'll hit him with the destruction. Yeah, it's not going to do much. Let's just summon something. We've got 2 bees and 1 is hostile. That's not really going to do it. Go again. We got ourselves. Okay, so this can maybe do it. I want to use F and dot to get this bee. I'm actually going to make a macro for that too. So when you have allies around, you want to use F and dot, because that means shoot to this exact specific tile and don't shoot past it. It means that if you miss, you won't accidentally hit allies behind. So if you do your tilde key, it's the one in the top left below escape. Looks like that. That's the key for macro. So you then hit M. Pick a macro key. 1, 2, 3, F1, F2, F3. Pretty good ones. And I'm going to go F dot. Alright. We need to summon again, I think. Except it's run out. Well, I can't see us beating this ghost. You can almost two-shot us. Well, I'm going to walk back up towards the stairs. My ghost had a decent attempt. He's pretty hurt. No, it's not happening. Oh no, okay. This is bad. So we've been stuck between the ghost and the snake. We could do a few things. I don't trust the plain deck of escape here. If we have a look at the deck of escape, I think it will tell us what can be in it. It can have Velocity, the Tomb, Exile, the Shaft, the Cloud, and the Elixir. A few of those don't do anything for me. If you want to ever see, you can hit question mark. It's /, so that same key. So we're using the lookup menu here in the game, and you can see it's asking you to describe things. If you press C, that's card. So you can say Elixir. Except I can't spell. Let's try one I can spell. Tomb? No? Oh, well, we didn't actually do cloud. Okay. Tomb. The Pixel Royal Crypt. Drawing this card entombs its user in protective temporary walls of solid rock. So, that wouldn't help us against this guy. That's more useful if you want to, say, recharge your magic. Or maybe if you want time to teleport, which I guess could be useful for us here. I could also just shoot this snake and keep walking. That's maybe the play here. As long as he doesn't hit me for 30 damage. Okay, I'll pick up my bolts as I run. Alright, we're going back to the stair. Looks like the way that I ran was not towards the stairs at all. Except it kind of was. That's really how you get to this stair. Unless I ran it back up that way. Okay. So I wasn't too crazy. But probably when you're running for your life, you should make an effort to look at the mini-map. Alright, ghosts can't take stairs, so... yeah. You can always just walk away from them. This area I think I've cleared. Hey, there's a blowgun. Alright, let's grab that blowgun. And I'm going to put it on B. Okay, good. The hand axe of venom, I can put it on W maybe, if I ever need it. Actually, I'll switch that around. Okay, because I'm used to just having my ranged and melee on A and B, and then my blowgun on W. Alright, cool. If you didn't know, the apostrophe button switches between A and B. So if you hit that, you can easily switch between your ranged and melee. Translucent hand axe. I'm curious, so I'm going to mark it for my shopping list. You do that with shift and the letter, but not curious enough to buy that right now. It's a crocodile. This is our first taste of Lair. That quite hurt, actually. So the curare will work on living things. It won't help me with the ghost. And I'm going to go down. I'll see how the start of D11 is, and then if it's too crazy, I'll leave. That's a really bad stair to stair pull things up on. I should have noticed that before I went, but it's got one tile adjacent next to it, which pins you to the wall. So anything you stair pull, you're now locked in one-on-one combat to the death with. Cyclops. That's a bit scary. It was marked as red. His large rocks can really hurt. Yeah, no, I don't like that. We'll X that stair. Let's try the third one. I'm surprised that we never found the ghost. Where are you, Black Bear? I guess I can pick up the poison needles as well. Alright, so we got 7 of those. Black Bear just disappeared apparently. And I'm going to pick up this this wand of this lightning rod. Not amazing without evocations training, but pinch can still do decent damage to a pack of things. The other thing as well about using that macro to do F full stop is when you're just shooting one thing, it's probably better to use it. So say if you ever have multiple things in a row, you're better off using tab, because if you miss the first one, you might hit the one behind it. But when there's one enemy, when you miss like this, your bolt ends up behind it. So in order to retrieve your bolts, you have to walk further, and you potentially uncover more monsters. So if I use that macro I made rather than tab, all my arrows will still stay here even if they miss. It's like a small little thing, but see, like here, there was a new pack around this corner, and we never made it to that far away arrow. Anyway, a very small thing. I wouldn't actually worry about it in practice, but if you're trying to be an optimal, as in this optimal player, that's something you can think about. Alright, here come multiple enemies. See, it no longer becomes optimal here. So if I do F and dot on the orc, I could miss him, and then I potentially miss out on the chance of hitting the wyvern. So better off using tab. That wyvern really hurt. Another gargoyle. Can I grab these bolts? No, I'm not. I don't know how we kill him. I feel like the lightning rod is not going to do much. He's Aralek. You could plain deck of destruction him, and maybe hope for acid or something. That was draining, but it didn't hurt him much. Okay, so it ran out. Ooh. We really hurt him with that hit, but he really hurt us. How much damage can Stone Arrow do? I better check, so I don't just randomly die to this. I should do Gargoyle. A max damage Stone Arrow is 36 damage. So I have to go up here, because I can't... Man, that's such a bummer though, he's nearly dead. Okay, the grid play. The grid play. Yeah. You might even say that was the American dream in action. We would have been fools not to ride that strange torpedo all the way out to the end. But that was actually the silly play. No hurry to kill that gargoyle. It's more just, I felt like I should. Alright, we got a new ring. I'm going to test that instead of the ring of flight. Protection from fire. It's better than having the ring of flight, but we don't... If I find another ring, I'd rather replace this. We've already got an RF from our Scarf of Resistance, and we can always put this on if we really need it. I don't think I want to fight this guy. He's like the gargoyle, but even worse. How many arrow bolts there? 2. Operation Rescue the 2 bolts? No. Alright. I guess we're going to Lair then? Alright, let's go to Lair. So we got an artifact amulet. I said digging would be the next thing I'll ID, but it's actually going to be that one. Alright, look at all this fruit we're finding everywhere. This would be so perfect if we'd taken the faded altar and got fed us. I'm only joking. But am I? As carnivores, kobolds can't eat fruit, so it's kind of perfect, right? What other use do you have for your fruit? Found some gloves, so now we're at Lair 1 and we've got all of our auxiliary armor slots filled. It's pretty lucky, as well as the artifact armor that's pretty sick. New scroll. I'm going to see what I don't know. So it's backslash and then minus. You can see the things you don't recognize. Quite a few that I don't mind using. We got one that I did mind though. It's ID that amulet. Spirit and plus fly. Our current amulet is plus 4 reflection. Having spirit on this character is probably ultimately not a bad thing, because we're going to be training invocations, which gives us extra magic points. So spirit makes us quite a bit tankier. As well, kobolds are naturally fairly fragile. They've got minus 20% HP because they're a small race, so yeah. I don't know. You might think about that one. It's at the moment, the question is plus 4 reflection better than 16 extra HP? I'm not sure. We're slowing down, which is okay. When it's just the basilisk, being petrified is usually okay. It's better when you have AC, but a legendary deck of destruction, sick. Alright. So that's how we would have dealt with the ghost if we had found this before. But that's okay. So yeah, when you get petrified, you get a bonus to your AC. So even if you're not heavily AC'd, the basilisk on his own usually is fine. It's just if you have other things around, like a death yak or a hydra, then you really don't want to be petrified. Or a spiny frog. These guys hit pretty hard. Stealth to 8. I feel like that's probably enough for my purposes. I'm not really going in on stabbing things. It's more just, it's nice not to be noticed, so you can walk away from monsters. The other thing as well is that when your attacks are against a sleeping enemy, you'll never miss. So that first crossbow shot, if the thing is asleep, it will always hit. I'm tempted to train a bit of armor maybe. Maybe. I'll get dodging to 10 and then I'll leave it there for a bit and train some armor. we can do our calculation actually. Let's see. This ring mail is 5 base AC. So if I do the AC command 5 to the bot, it will tell me each 4.4 armor skill will give an extra 1 AC. Okay. So I mean we could train it for 1 AC. 4 armor skill, 1 AC. Probably worth. I'm really laggy at the moment actually. Whoa. Press it. Fires. Press it. Fires. Whoa. Just gonna refresh my game. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like the server's gone really laggy. There we go. Well, it usually fixes itself in a minute or two. Well, I hope it does anyway, because this is going to take a while. A rune dagger. I actually want to check that out. Oh wow. I typed rune and the D is the only one that registered. Come on. If this is a lek or poison, it's better than our axe. Dagger flaming, not that exciting. Flaming does extra damage depending on the weapon itself. So it's good on a heavy weapon, not a light one. Let's try and pull one out at a time. These guys are rough. You can see why I wanted to fight one at a time. Just that one guy was bad enough. I want to go strength, I think. Even though this armor is really good for the moment, ultimately we might get, say, so this is a +6 ring mail. We might get a +6 plate mail, which would be even better. Or a +6 crystal plate armor, something like that. Alright, a lot of water themed lair floors so far, it looks like. I like this, the teleport trap hidden underneath the plant. I didn't know they could spawn under plants. When I was doing my optimal trap game, I was under the impression that if you killed plants, there would be trap-free tiles underneath. So that's an interesting lesson for me. Electric eels. Well, he hasn't seen me. I can't shoot him there though, behind the plants. I'd like to get out of the water though, so I'm going to yell. And then start backing off. He can shoot to the plants, whereas I can't. Okay, and if you have a wand of flame, they're really good against the electric eels, because you create steam clouds which burn them. I don't think we killed it though. Komodo dragons are kind of a bit scary too. They hit really hard in melee. I don't want to shoot him here though, because he's in deep water, so I'm essentially throwing away my bolts if I do so. Man, we're barely hurting him at all, and he does that much damage. I'm going to walk him around a bit. I was hoping Frog would see me. My stealth is actually working against me there. Okay, I need to go back down. The Rhyme Drake can flash freeze me, which makes me walk slower, so I wouldn't be able to kite the Komodo dragon anymore. Alright, come on Frog, please see me. Okay, good. The Frog is faster than the Komodo dragon, so I can switch the position between the Frog and Komodo dragon being adjacent to me, which is what I want. I can't go back up that stair though. But I'm also just taking free shots as this Frog is running me down. Can I make it all the way to the end? Probably. This might be a good time for our deck of escape. Like, we'd like to escape, but we're not in a dire situation right now. It probably looks a bit worse than it is, but being adjacent to the Frog and not the Komodo dragon, this isn't so bad. So let's do a deck of escape. We've got velocity, which hasted them. So that's what I mean. Decks of escape Like even in that situation there where I said it's not that bad, yeah, you can still do very bad things. Alright, so imagine if I had used that with the Komodo dragon adjacent to me as I was about to die. Quickly, I'll read my plain deck of escape. The Komodo dragon is hasted. He bites you, you die. Yeah. Try to use them early. Alright, so we're in a decent enough position here that we can react. So I could teleport. I could also read a scroll of fear and loathing and then just walk away. That might be the play, the fear. Because of teleport, I'll have to wait a few turns while these hasted things maul me. And I might not teleport away. If I landed right here again, I could just die. Whereas fear should work on these guys. If I really wanted to, I could read vulnerability first to halve their MRs. And then they would definitely be feared. But I think just on its own should probably work. Yeah, we've got them both. Alright. I'm gonna head back to the other stair that didn't have the Rhyme Drake at it. Picking up my bolts as I go. Okay, let's go up and rest. Not that one. This one. Alright, so that was a bit crazy. Alright, and I'd say we got that Rhyme Drake. There's suddenly a Hydra. Can start shooting him. If he starts getting next to me, which is now, I think we legendary deck of destruction him. Yeah, okay, cool. So that was an orb of destruction. That was pretty nice. I'm gonna pick this unknown one. I've got a whole bunch of things again. Looks like we did a lot better against the Komodo dragon that time. Actually, see, we're out of bolts, so now this is where I worry, not beforehand. So we pick out our Axe of Venom and we just poison him a bit. But what I probably should have done against the Komodo dragon before is hit him with needles, like this. Not curare. Let's quiver the poison. Adders, of course, are vulnerable to poison, but the curare would slow and really hurt the Komodo dragon. We're out of bolts again. I guess the Scimitar of Flaming is maybe the... not against him though. Poison him. Oh, hey, we got our ability. So, at 3 points of piety, you get the ability to triple draw, which, if we have a look at this, costs you 2 magic points and a bit of piety. Lets you draw 3 cards, and you can pick one of them. Pretty good. So, better in escape situations because you actually know what you're getting first. We're just never ever hitting this porcupine. Alright, he looks as sick as possible. I can just kite him around a bit now. Alright, there we go. And where's the Scimitar of Flaming? I should put it on a useful letter. Okay, alright. Alright, so yeah, this is where the bolt situation is bad. Did I leave a bunch in the dungeon? I know there are some around here in Lair. Let's see. How do I look at the duplicate piles? Oh, it's 5 further in duplicate piles. Alright. So we actually have just really did use them all. Alright. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before. We had 70 or something. Alright. Maybe it was right to be worrying about it all this time. I still say no. Death Axe. That's a worry though. I could take him up and kite him around. He gets curaried, I believe. So I could take him up and curare him around a bit. Alright. I should have wielded my thing before I brought him up though. That was a bit dumb. So we quiver the curare. Quivering things doesn't actually use the turn. So I used to worry when I had a monster next to me like this that when I quivered things, I was going to hit me, but it doesn't actually use turns. Hit him again. Alright. Now I can crossbow bolt him. He's slowed and poisoned. It didn't quite get him. Let's go again. Alright. That should do it. We're out. Let's see if he gets poisoned to death. Nope. One more. Nope, still going. Let's go the poison needles. Okay, he's looking even sicker. Pretty sure this will do it. Nope. This guy just really does not care. Alright, let's actually do the QRA. Alright, come on, guy. Alright, well, we got him. Alright, I said when I got to dodging I wanted to turn that off, and I was going to do a bit of armor. Even if we go to about 5, we learnt that that'll give us 1 extra AC. Something else I could train is a bit of throwing. Throwing is a skill that blowguns use, so it makes it more accurate, as well as making it more likely you affect your target. Alright, crossbows to 14. Let's see what this ring is. Instead of the ring of fire, a ring of positive energy. We'll make a reminder, but yeah, I don't really need that. I can carry it around. There are some enemies, particularly uniques, that ooh boy, that situation's getting fun. Let's do our, I keep forgetting my curare, and we'll quiver the poison again. Let's take him up. Alright. This is not good. Take the Komodo down. And maybe walk up to that other stair. What if I curare him one more time and I can just walk away from him? Alright, so we're having a rough time in Lair at the moment, looks like. What's up this stair? Okay. I'll just go up. There's no point messing around the Komodo dragon while the spiny frog is up here as well. Alright, where are you, spiny frog? I wonder if the arbalest is better than the hand crossbow now. It might well be. Alright, we're out of bolts. Let's... I don't really want a legendary deck of destruction him. What if we give him the lightning rod? And again. Okay, that did it. There's the eel. He's behind plants though. It's like the electric eel nightmare. I'm gonna X this out too, just as a reminder. Alright. This crocodile apparently can never be poisoned. Yeah, okay, that barely did anything. Let's just sort of hit him with this hand axe of poison and then just walk him around. I'm thinking that I probably want to train some throwing, because this blowgun is really not going amazingly well. Alright. Come on, guy. Alright. Evocations to 9, that's pretty good. I would claim some of our bolts back here. Do we? Not really. So what do we do against this guy? Same thing. Can lightning rod him. Problem is just that that makes a lot of noise. So potentially pulls things to us. Being very poisoned. I'm gonna cure out of it. Alright. I think I'm probably gonna have to train a side weapon based on our current bolt situation. But anyway, I'm gonna think about it because I'm gonna need to wrap that one up there. I've got to go. So in the next one, I don't know, we'll be doing some sort of secondary means of killing things, and then we'll be trying to make our way through Lair. So see you then.